Jai Hind, my dear children. How are you? Hope all of you are fine, safe and healthy. At first, we the math teachers convey our warmest congratulations for those who successfully passed class 9. From this, I realized one more thing, that even a global pandemic can't stop you from achieving your goals. But now you are in class 10th. You need to acquire much more study skills, much more learning strategies. Let us start with a simple and tricky question. How to get the number 100 from 4, 7 and a 1? Once again, how to get the number 100 from 4, 7 and a 1? Try to find the answer by yourself, and I will give answer to you in the next class. Now you know how much important mathematics in our daily life. Why this subject is very important to us. Not only because of its correlation with other subjects, but the qualities nurtured from it, such as problem solving skills, thinking skill, critical thinking, logical and divergent thinking. What we mean with divergent thinking? Divergent thinking means that you need to explore various ways for to find the solution of a particular problem. For example, consider the addition of numbers from 1 to 100. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 etc. plus 97 plus 98 plus 99 plus 100. The usual or the traditional way of addition is adding 1 and 1 plus 2 3, then 3 plus 3 6, 6 plus 4 10, 10 plus 5 15, that way. If we can group the numbers this way, as 1 and 100 in one group, 1 and 100 in one group, 2 and 99 in the other group, 2 and 99 in the other group, plus 3 and 98 the third group, etc. Start to how many numbers are here? 100 numbers are here. When grouping, we get 50 pairs. So in this way, 50 pairs are here. What about the sum in each bracket? 1 plus 101 plus 2 plus 99 also 101 plus 101 plus etc. How many times? 50 pairs. Means that 101 50 times, which is equal to 5050. How easily we can find the sum of the numbers from 1 to 100 if you think divergently than the usual way of addition. The success in the subject mathematics not only depends on acquiring the concepts, but the mathematical skill you need to acquire. That doesn't imply that mathematical skill doesn't imply that acquiring the concept alone. Your problem solving skill, how much easily or how much speedily you can do your calculation. That depends on the way you think divergently. Now let us see some more examples for how we can save the time of calculation. Consider the multiplication of two two-digit numbers 12 and 24. The usual way of multiplication is 4 2s are 8, 4 1s are 4, then again 2 2s are 4 and 2 1s are 2, adding up to get 288. I will give a shortcut method for you for to multiply 12 and 24 this way. The last two digits you need to multiply 4 2s are 8, that will be the last digit 8. multiply the first two digits. 1 2 are 2, 2. Now we need to get the middle digit. For that, we need to make a cross multiplication with these three. Means 4 into 1, 4 plus 2 into 2, 4. So the middle digit obtained by cross multiplying and adding. So 288 obtained 4. Similarly, one more question we can do. What about the product of 13 and 14? We can do by this method. At first, 4 3 are 12, 2 carry 1, 1 ones are 1, that is your first digit. Now the middle digit is obtained by cross multiplying and adding. 4 ones are 4 plus 3 ones are 3, 7. But I carry 1 here that you need to add up, so 182 is the answer. Now let us see how easily we can find the square of numbers. Consider the numbers ending with 5, 25, 35, 45, etc. For to find the square of numbers ending with 5, the method is the last two digits will be 2 and 5, 25. Why? Because 5 square is 25, that is not full, 25. Now, 1 or 2 more digits you need to fill here. That you get by taking the first number or the number other than 5. 2. What is the number next to 2? That is 3. 2 3s are 6, so your answer is 625 is the answer. 625 is the answer. Come with another number 35. For to find the square of 35, you need to fill the last two digits. As the number ends in 5, you have to fill the last two digits with the 2 and 5. That is 25. Why? Because square of 5 is 25. That is not 4. Now, here the remaining number is 3. Adding up 1, you get 4. 4 3s are 12. So, 12, 25. Or 1225. 45 square I need to find. For to find the square of the number, you know that as it ends in 5, the last two digits you need to fill up as 2 and 5, that is 25. Now, the remaining digits obtained by considering the first number 4. 4 into the next number 5. 4 into 5 is 20. So, the answer is 2025. In this way, we can find the square of numbers ending with the 5. Okay, now we can see another tricky method for to find the square of numbers ending with numbers other than 5. Consider the number 57. 57 the whole square. How we can find the square of 57? The usual way is 57 into 57. 7 sevens are 49. Carry 4. 7 5s are 35 plus 4, 39. 7 5s are 35. Carry 3. 5 5s are 25 plus 3, 28. So 9 plus 5, 14. 8, carry 1, 8 plus 3, 11 plus 1, 12. Carry 1, 3, 2, 4, 9, that's it. But look at the method I am going to do. 57 the whole square. At first you need to write the square of the number 7. 7 square is 49. Then you need to write the square of 5. 5 square is 25. Next, you need to multiply these two. 7 5s are 35. Take the double of 35 into 2, that is 70. So, now we are going to add up, you get 9, 4, 12, 3. The same answer, 3 to 4. One more number, come with 64 whole square. It is also a number which is not ending with 5. So, we can adopt this method. 4 square is 16 and 6 square is 36. Now, you need to multiply these two numbers. 6 4s are 24. Take the double of 24. What is double of 24? 48. That you need to write here, 48. Now add up. 6, 9, 10, 4. 4096. 4096 is the answer. So, in this way, you can save the time if you are not with the tricky ways of doing calculation. Why I discussed the tips? Not only for to save your time, not only for to speed up your calculation, but to have an interest towards the subject. Now, we can go through the topics of class 10 to be covered. Chapter 1, real numbers. Chapter 2, polynomials. Chapter 3, pair of linear equations. Chapter 4, quadratic equations. Chapter 5, arithmetic progression. Chapter 6, triangles. Chapter 7, coordinate geometry. Chapter 8, trigonometry. Chapter 9, application of trigonometry. Chapter 10, circles. Chapter 11, construction. Chapter 12, areas related to circles. Chapter 13, surface area and volume. Chapter 14, statistics, and chapter 15, probability. Why I group some chapters here? Listen to the chapters of some chapters of class 9. The chapter number system has a continuation in class 10 as real numbers. The chapter 2 polynomials of class 9 is the same chapter 2 polynomials in class 10, but with advanced portion of polynomials you need to study in class 10. Chapter 4 linear equation in two variables, that is already studied on class 9, has a continuation with the application problems of linear equation in class 10. Chapter 3 coordinate geometry of class 9, which has a higher order application questions on chapter 7 coordinate geometry of class 10. Chapter 7 triangles of class 9 and a continuation at chapter 6 triangles of class 10. In class 7 you study about various congruence criteria and the problems related to it. Here we are going to study about similarity of triangles and some problems related to it. Chapter 10 circles of class 9 has continuation as chapter 10 circles of class 10. Here in class 10 you need to study some more advanced topics based on the tangent to a circle that we can see while taking the chapter. Chapter 11 construction has a continuation as chapter 11 construction class 10. Here in class 10 you need to study not only the construction of triangle but the construction of circle as well as tangents. Chapter 13 surface area and volumes of class 9 has a continuation as chapter 13 surface area and volumes in class 10 with the same solid shapes you need to consider for to study in class 10, but some application questions based on how to find the area, volume, as well as finding the cost related to the questions on class 10. Chapter 14 statistics has a continuation as chapter 14 statistics in class 10. Here you will study about mean, median and mode, but of an ungrouped data. In class 10 you need to study about mean, median and mode of a grouped data as well as the graphical method of finding the median. Chapter 15 probability was introduced, I think that from class 8 onwards, but it has a continuation not only on class 10, it has a continuation on higher studies 11 and 12. So, altogether 15 chapters are there in class 10. Of this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 chapters are continuation or advanced portions of class 10. Means that more than 60% of the portions are continuation of class 9 topics itself. So, no need to worry about how to study mathematics in class 10. Thus, altogether 15 chapters are there in class 10. Of this, 10 chapters are continuation of class 9. Means that more than 60% of the topics of class 9 have continuation. Now, the remaining chapters 4, 5, 8, 9 and 12 are the new chapters with some basic concepts you studied in earlier classes. Now about the assessment pattern. The external or board examination is for 80 marks. But the internal assessment 20 marks get divided into periodic test 5 marks, that is the pen paper test we are conducting in the classes. Multiple assessment 5 marks. Multiple assessment means that the assessment we are carrying in the classes for quiz, then puzzles, then oral test, all the things we can consider under multiple assessment, group activity, all these can consider under multiple assessment, and that carries 5 marks. Portfolio is nothing other than a file or the collection of works you are going to do in mathematics in class 10, and subject enrichment activity 5 marks. Subject enrichment activity in mathematics usually comes with a project work or the lab or practical activity in mathematics. So I hope all of you get a clear idea about how to study mathematics and what about the assessment pattern for class 10. I hope that too much tips and tricks are there in mathematics, but only a few tips we can discuss here. In the coming classes I will discuss more and more, conveying my best wishes to all of you for to have a new journey. Happy learning.